Have you ever stopped to think about the power of the weekend? While most people see these 2 days as a well-deserved break, the great ones know that the weekend is the key to distancing themselves from the competition and advancing faster toward their goals. If you want to transform your life and achieve extraordinary success, you can no longer see the weekend the same way. Are you ready to discover how to use this time to your advantage? Let's go! Let's talk about time, and more specifically, about the time we often take for granted, the weekend. What do you think about the weekend? For many, it's a time to disconnect, to stop, to seek a necessary rest after an intense work week. Don't get me wrong, resting is essential, but the question we should ask is that what separates the great from the average? Is that what creates lasting success? The weekend is not just a time for rest. It is a golden opportunity, an open window for those who want to move forward while others let time slip away. Ask yourself, when is everyone else relaxing? Usually on the weekend. And that is exactly what makes this time the best moment to work harder and get ahead of the competition. Think about the following comparison. 2 people. Person A works hard from Monday to Friday, dedicates themselves to their job, but when the weekend arrives, they completely disconnect. They do everything to rest, often without thinking about their goals. Now, person B also works hard, but they understand something fundamental. While everyone else is relaxing, they have an open window to get ahead. They use their weekend differently. They also rest but dedicate a few hours to learning, reading, planning, working on side projects. They are not sacrificing themselves entirely, but they are doing enough to keep progressing. Now, imagine 1 year later. Which of these 2 people do you think will be further ahead? The answer is clear, right? Person B. And it's not because they are more intelligent or talented, it's because they used the time that others wasted. They understood that the weekend is a unique chance to move ahead. And here's the secret. If you want to be extraordinary, if you want to build something lasting and meaningful, you need to be willing to do what most people won't. That starts with the idea that the weekend is not for complete rest. The weekend is for working harder than the competition. Now, of course, I'm not saying you should work non-stop without rest. There is a balance to be maintained. What I'm saying is that the big difference lies in mindset. Most people see the weekend as a reward, as a break. But the great ones, the ones who truly achieve something, see the weekend as the foundation for the next week, the perfect moment to build momentum. Momentum is one of the most powerful forces there is, and when you lose it, it takes a lot of time and energy to regain it. So if you work from Monday to Friday and lose that momentum over the weekend, it's like starting from scratch every week. Have you ever thought about that? If you rest and lose your rhythm, you start over every Monday instead of building on what you did the previous week. The great ones, those who truly stand out, know that success doesn't depend on a specific day of the week. They use weekends to maintain their momentum. Now, imagine dedicating just 2 hours per day on the weekend to working on your goals or projects. 2 hours on Saturday and 2 hours on Sunday. In 1 year, you will have invested 208 extra hours, more than 5 full weeks of additional work. And do you think someone who works 5 extra weeks a year will have an advantage over others? Absolutely. The secret to success is not doing a lot in a short time. It's doing a little more, but every day, consistently. Success is not one big thing. It's a series of small things done well, day after day, week after week. So, when you think about the weekend, see it differently. Not as a time to escape, but as a time to invest in your future. And the truth is, while others are resting, while others are relaxing, you have the chance to invest in what will set you apart. If you have the mindset of working more on yourself than on your job, the weekend is the perfect time for that. During the week, you dedicate yourself to your job, to your commitments. But the weekend is for working on yourself. To read books, listen to seminars, write down your goals, plan your vision. What would happen if you spent every weekend improving just 1% each time? It may seem small, but in the long run, it compounds. In 1 year, that would be a 52% improvement, and that is life-changing. But that doesn't happen by chance. It happens when you decide that the weekend is the time to surpass the competition. And when someone asks, "But don't you need rest?" the answer is yes, you do, But the joy of working on your dreams and seeing progress is a happiness that nothing else can replace. Life rewards those who dedicate themselves, those who work while others rest. What you need to understand is that discipline is the bridge between your goals and achievement. And that bridge is built day by day, week by week. The challenge is that most people don't want to build that bridge on weekends. They think discipline only applies from Monday to Friday. But discipline doesn't take a break. It doesn't care if it's Saturday or Sunday. It's always there, ready to be used. The weekend is also a great opportunity for creativity. Sometimes, during the week, we are so focused on our daily tasks that we can't think creatively. The weekend is the perfect time to explore new ideas, to dream big, to start thinking outside the box. It's your laboratory, the ideal time to test new approaches and enhance your creativity. Think of the weekend as a time for experimentation. It's your lab, the place where you test, learn, and grow. Use this time to think of new ways to improve, to challenge yourself and evolve, because that's how you will stand out from the competition. But when I say the weekend is for outworking the competition, I don't just mean other people. The biggest challenge is against yourself. It's about being better today than you were yesterday. Improving little by little, each day, each weekend. And the truth is, you don't need to be the best on the first day or even on the 100th day. You just need to be willing to improve constantly. In the end, it's the small, consistent daily improvements that make the difference. What others call lost time is your greatest asset. While others are standing still, you will be moving forward, improving day by day. The secret to success is simple but powerful: discipline. And the weekend is the perfect time to apply it. If this video inspired you, don't forget to leave a like. It really helps the channel grow. And if you want to keep getting content like this, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. That way, you'll never miss a new video. Share it with someone who could use this motivation, and let's grow together.